Welcome to the Work Hard, Play Hard podcast. My name is Rob Murgatroyd, and I am the creator of the Work Hard, Play Hard International Mastermind, as well as a former doctor turned lifestyle entrepreneur. Each week, I interview some of the best minds on the planet on the science of achievement and the art of fulfillment. Today's episode is a minisode that I call What I Learned This Week. In these minisodes, I share what my mastermind members or other past guests have taught me to help you increase the level of joy and fulfillment in your life. If you're thinking of joining my 2019 mastermind, head on over to workhardplayhardmastermind.com, fill out an application, and we'll jump on a call to see if you're a great fit. Okay, let's dig into today's episode. Why am I doing this? I'm doing this because I learn so much in these podcast episodes that I do that I thought it would be cool from time to time to share with you some different things that I've learned, some different things that I've picked up while they're still sort of fresh in my mind. I'm not exactly sure what to call these. I love what Tim Ferriss called it, which is a minisode, but I don't want to steal it, right? I mean, I can't steal it. That's his. So maybe I'll call it like a What I Learned-isode. I don't know. We'll mess around with that. This week, what I wanted to share with you is something that I learned from my friend Lewis Howes. And what I wanted to share with you was something that he said that really, really struck me, and I think will have some application in your life. So I remember right where I was when he said it too. So I was in Greece, sleeping in the buff. Now, this is probably more information than you need, but it'll make sense in a second when I get into the story. I'm passed out sleeping, probably had a little too much ouzo the night before. Kim's up early. She runs downstairs to grab some breakfast at the hotel breakfast thing. And she runs into Lewis. And Lewis says, "Where's Rob?" And she says, "He's sleeping." He's like, "Let's go wake him." And she's like, "Wake him? You want to wake him? He's asleep." She goes, No, I don't care. Let's go wake him." She said, "Well, look, he's naked. He sleeps naked. He's in the bed, he's under the sheets, and he's naked." So he says, "I don't care. Let's go." I'm passed out. The door bangs open, and all 7'2" of James Bond of him jumps on me and just starts like jumping. Okay, scares the shit out of me. Does like a swan dive and a belly flop right on me. Okay, it's a beautiful way to wake up, right? So I get up and put something on, and we go out to this. There's a little patio out there, like a balcony that looks over the Mediterranean. It was beautiful, and we just started talking and shooting the shit. And he said, "I got to ask you a question. Why are you so afraid of success?" And I was like, "Why am I afraid of success?" And I remember like getting this visceral reaction to the question, which is why I knew it was a good question, because I had a reaction that pissed me off. You ever have one of those things where you get like this, you react to something and you're like, you're pissed, but it's right, but you're still pissed, right? So I really had to process the question that he asked me. And I realized in the end of sort of like some self-analysis that he was right. And I couldn't figure out why that question, well, I knew why the question hit me the way it did. It hit me the way it did because he was right. But why was I so afraid of success? And I realized through a friend that he reminded me of a quote, and he said, "With success comes great responsibility." And I somehow linked up in my mind that the more success I had, the more perfect of an example that I had to be for people. And I realized that that's just not true. It's so easy to put a governor on success without even knowing it. So, all of us are like, we want to be successful, we want to accomplish these certain things, but sometimes we have these governors that are on us and we don't even know why they're there. And I realized that for me, the more successful I became, the more I felt like I had to be a different person. I had to be the person that, in my mind, I thought someone else wanted me to be. And I later realized that that's complete bullshit. And it's a story I made up in my head. And actually, the more authentic I am, the more people want to be around me, et cetera. So the way I applied this in my life, this may seem like a backdoor way of doing it, but the way I applied it is anytime I feel myself getting sort of this anxiety around success, now that I'm aware of it, I'm more attuned to it, I just say to myself, I belong here. And it's so simple, but it works. Try it next time you feel like you're in a setting that, maybe you don't feel like you belong, or maybe you just need a little bit of help in an area like I'm talking about. Just saying I belong here has been the bridge for me that allows me to say, I am successful and I belong here. And that has really, really helped. I think the most important part of this, other than the obvious lesson here, is where I learned the lesson. So I've been talking a lot about the masterminds that I'm doing. And this is a good example of why masterminds are so powerful. Because, over 4 days of hanging out with Lewis, he was able to see some chinks in the armor, sort of analyze me, for lack of a better word, in a more meaningful way than if we just went out to dinner. Because if I just went out to dinner and we were hanging out, it would be unusual that he would say, why are you so afraid of success? But because we were together for so many days in this, quasi-mastermind that I had set up, he was able to see this. And so this is why I think masterminds are so powerful. So there you go. So I'm just sharing things as I learn them. That's it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
All right. I'd love to connect with you on Instagram. My handle is @RobMurgatroyd. I answer every direct message I get, and I would love to connect with you. If you love this episode and you know someone that needs some help in adding more fulfillment into their life, it would mean the world to me if you shared this podcast with them to help me get this movement out there. So if you like what you heard, head on over to iTunes and take 30 seconds and leave me a 5-star review, and I will be forever grateful.